Vic from Trading Academy Group and Investments. Hey, so real quick, new video on HIMS and HERS, right? Those of you who've been watching this very carefully, what's been going on? Do we have a potential reversal on its way, or what's going on, right? So real quick, today I just wanted to go ahead and do it a little bit different. Let's go ahead and start on the weekly time frame. And for those of you who know kind of like the basics of how to read charts, or why we all know that the market kind of like moves in waves, right? So we're going to go ahead and forget about that $25 area right now, which is a 52-week high, and start looking at this. As HIMS and HERS been going down for quite a bit of time, right? It's been creating new lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and so forth, right? So last week, a very, very good week. As you can see, we're on the weekly chart. So this weekly candle right here, actually very bullish. Guys, it looks great, right? Very excited. But does that mean we are currently on a reversal, right? Did the reversal already happen? What's been going on, right? So when you look at this lower low right here, the low price, pay attention to these numbers up here, right? The low price is 547. The market comes up, goes down. Guess what, guys? This 547 area now becomes very important to us, because the market expects some sort of reaction. Let's say, it could be as early as this week, right? Expect some sort of pullback in this area right now. That's going to be my reaction area number one. So I'm going to go ahead and put a number one here, and you're going to go right here. So, right, and then the market's going to push back. Now, on the lower time frames, we have a gap somewhere here, right? But I'm not going to worry about that right now. We should be able to pull back into this red candle right here, this nice between the highs and lows of this candle. And then if we're going to start reversing, guys, if we're going to start actually going to the upside, we should start getting up to this level, right? Now, when we get to this area, $7.18, I've been saying all last week, $7 is the area where I'm really kind of looking for, right? We have to be very careful also with this area, because once we break this and we close here, that I'm looking for another pullback. But then once we get that pullback, we need to get a continuation to the upside. Once we break this area, and to be honest with you guys, I'm not even very confident with this one right here, but I'd say this one right here. Once we start getting up into these areas, which is the $8 area, now I'm starting to be like, okay, yeah, for sure, market has shifted at this point, right? It's starting to see like we're going to start making new highs pretty soon, right? So, guys, like I said, once on the weekly time frame, I just want to get us above that $7 area, right? Even though we have a strong lower low here. So if you could look at this low up top, it's $6.71. Now remember, it's not a specific price. When we're talking about support and resistance areas, it's actually a range, okay? So it won't be the high of this candle, but definitely we want to make sure we pay attention to once it reaches that 671. All right, so that's it for the weekly time frame. Let's start actually looking at the daily, right? So one of the things that I look at when I'm looking at the daily time frame is one of the reasons why I like to go to higher time frames is there's a lot of noise, right? So what I mean by noise. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of make these a little bit darker so we can kind of barely see them, right? So this is us. We've been here for quite a bit of time, right? So right here, look at where the market kind of stopped, right? So we have this candle here where it kind of touched that $5 area. Then we went back up, and then look where we closed. Guys, you see this candle right here? I've been looking at this all along, right? If you look at the lows and the highs, right? Low 510 and the high is 532. That is a speed bump. That's what I call speed bumps, right? Once the market ends up actually breaking these areas right here, we'll start coasting our way up, right? But I already knew this was going to kind of slow us down. And I'm not surprised that we ended up closing the week at $5.30, right? So remember, we're about to hit that reaction area, right? That 547. We should be hitting it sometime this week, if not, in the upcoming weeks, and then slowly start making our way up. Let's not forget the higher highs and the lower highs and lower lows. Once we reach this area right here, the 655, and this high right here, which is 689, I want to see. I want to see that $7. I want to see us hit 710, 715. That could be an actual good sign, at least on the daily time frame, that it is time for a reversal. Right? We're starting to look things way much better. Right? Look at the gap that I was talking about right here, guys. All right. So will we come back to this? I don't know. I'm not really too worried about the gap situation right now. I mean, yeah, you've seen other stocks, they'll go ahead and cover those gaps. Some won't. It is what it is. I'm just focused right now on market movement. So got a little bit to go, right? Daily time frame, like I said, nothing really changes, right? There's just you see a little bit more of a green and red from the market going up and down, which means, like I said, just a little bit too much noise going on. So next area would be once we hit the let's say the 547, right? Just pay attention to this area right here, guys. This range right here, high and low, 584, 554. We're gonna be here quite a bit as well, right? And don't be surprised if all of a sudden we come back here and then we shoot down all the way back to this little area right here, right? The market's gonna find support. If it's gonna bounce higher, we're gonna end up pushing back. And that's fine. That just means like, hey, if this market, as long as it doesn't break this floor right here, right, this should be our loading zone right here. The market looks great right now, but I'm actually waiting for another pullback. And once I get that pullback, I'll be loading some more shares, hoping that this will finally start giving us new higher highs and higher lows. All right. So guys, this is a very quick video. I mean, very simple, right? We can even go down to the 4-hour time frame, but once again, like I said, right, it just means way much more different candles, green and red. Nothing really changes. Reaction area number 1 is still there. This is the actual high. Look at this area right here, right? This is, like I said, that 715 area. This is where we want to go ahead and break. Once we break this, expect a movement back down and start making new highs. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Hey, don't forget, like and subscribe. Leave your comments below if you want to see any other analysis from any of the other tickers that you guys are investing. Other than that, guys, have a good night. Hope you enjoy your weekend. And remember, don't forget, happy trading.